He's just like, if you can put brain rot into a person.
Hey, big dog. Yo, big dog. Yo, big dog. When are you ordering bagels?
I'm not looking to hold up in court. I'm looking to hold up in a scrap.
Mm-hmm. All right. Like if you Googled brain rot and a Google image came up, it would be of just Casey flicking back and forth between his tabs. On his laptop, he can't stay on one page for more than like half a second.
Mister, I got work to do. Go do your work.
This is part of my work.
Every time I turn the camera on, you fucking sit here and scream your face into it.
Well, mate, there was no vlog moments. There were no vlog moments in that, so it'll only been trade.
I gotta answer this one.
What were we doing yesterday in Flow State? Oh, well, he was changing the world. Jerk off to it? I don't know. Shit's fire.
It makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Hello. You know.
Even after an hour, she still pulls.
We're so bad.
Go fantastic.
He's gonna
No,
learn
we're
from
gonna
his
make it
mistakes.
so it's like Nick, Gut, and Jingle play each other for
pick
fantasy
eggs.
draft, and you play against two other people who aren't always on the couch.
Feel good about that.
And round 5.
Crazy.
I need next gen stats of me individually. I don't think I did that.
Pub had one down week.
Your teammates continue to let you down. No, I mean
Everybody calling him the woke shit Patrick Mahomes. Missed the playoffs one
Just
time.
nerd of fantasy draft.
Grow up.
Today is January 23rd, Friday. What did we do this week? What happened on Wednesday?
Uninterested.
They don't blank out, Joe.
Casey getting kicked out of the tournament.
Uninterested.
Casey not cleaning off the ping pong table.
Interested. Let's start there.
It's probably
All I'm saying is that I said I would come in and play if you had a clean
then
ping pong table, and now you come in here today
And then
being
I
like,
tweeted
clean
at
the
you,
ping pong
clean the
table.
ping pong table.
Right.
Well, because the loser of the last game
Not
is,
finna do.
is required to.
So you'd have cleaned it 100 times then. I'm
have-
actually on like a 25 game winning streak against you. It's
Nah.
embarrassing.
Slander.
You had to
At
take,
some point, I'm
you
gonna
had to
sue for
take the
defamation.
whiteboard down off the wall just so that score would be
At
erased.
some point, I got to sue for defamation with the amount of lies you're spewing today.
I mean, we have, you know how many times you probably have the whiteboard with the score counter on that in the back of vlogs, just sitting there with you getting
No, I'm saying
decimated?
the singular last game we've played, that's who's responsible.
No, I remember that day.
No.
It was
I mean,
bad.
It was like 8
Literally
years ago.
sent you into the NFL season. You were like, "I'll see you at the NFL draft for ping pong." It was June 17th.
It's 3 days.
This fucking guy actually sick to my stomach.
When we got this office, the only thing I really cared about having was space for us to work, but a ping pong table in here. Ping pong, for me, you know when you hear athletes, this is a terrible comparison. This is a good comparison, actually. You hear athletes saying, like, when you're on the field, it's like everything kind of like washes away, and you don't, like, when you're in sports games, like even playing in high school, but like when you go onto the field and play sports, like, you don't really hear anything else. You're just out there enjoying the game and like playing the game, and it's all right there internally. Ping pong, for me, is like my ideal flow state. I could play ping pong for hours and hours and hours on end and never get bored of it, and love playing, but we haven't played in like 8 months. Casey was really my only like serious competition in the office, but then I started beating the shit out of him like every time we played. So he stopped wanting to play, and then they started traveling, and he used that as an excuse. And then the ping pong table just ended up using as like a storage spot because we just have a bunch of shit back here.
No, whatever this is, 20% of the table. Wait, remember how you were hollering about this is our jersey, this is our jersey.
You guys put that there.
8% of the table. Wow.
Those are your sneakers.
I will
those
say,
are your
Jamo's Chipotle napkins, big problem here. Only about 3.5% of the
That's
table.
for the office, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is very clearly like a 90-10 split.
Just not even close.
I mean, let's be real with each other for a half second.
Here we go. That was basically the only thing BDGE had on the table.
What about all the fucking factor shit? The shit you guys ship shit out in?
That's
the
you guys
wavelength
take
shit?
all our shit.
Never once.
You never yeah, twice.
Those Nikes are yours.
Disagree. I would never wear Nikes. Nothing there. Typical you behavior.
Your fucking Abacus.
We have not used that. You guys have used that more recently than we have.
Probably.
Yep, another L for you. Another 2% of the table.
Yeah, the BDGE hat. I think that's probably your
Right
guys'.
next to the snapback hat, which I didn't even count in the first 2 hats.
Right.
Another 3%
Well, that
for you.
hat's for Gut, so that's technically his.
No, don't do
Magic
that.
Mind.
Don't do that.
You bought the fucking Sharpies. That cord's hundo P yours. We definitely don't use lint rollers. That's hundo P yours.
That's stains. That's like a personal item. We don't
He's
count
part
that.
of BDGE at 90% split. All right, now finish cleaning it so I can whoop that ass.
I actually have a meeting. You have had nothing to do all
Order-
day besides coming to our meetings, and since you're not in
Order
this one,
my food.
Order your food, clean the table. If you want to get both of those things done by the time I'm out, that'd be fine with me.
And then he's in the office yesterday. He's like, come play ping pong. I was not at the office. So I was like, if you clean it up, I'll come and play. And then he just doesn't answer. And then when I walk in the office today, he's like, clean up the table. Like, you fucking stupid fuck.
So Jack sent a tweet from the New York Times saying table tennis might actually have the power to alter the structure and function of our brains. It can make us live longer, etc. I said it's the truest form of flow state. You can't convince me otherwise. Casey, at the office alone, he said pull up. And I knew our ping pong table was dirty, so I said, if you clean it and send a picture, I'll pull up right now.
Out of curiosity, what percentage?
And then you said, I'm on it.
What percentage of the items on the ping pong table do you think belong to which company?
I would say about 60-40, but also that's not the conversation to be had.
That's
here.
not the conversation at all, but now we
Correct.
have to dive into it because you said 60-40 and that's unequivocally false.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you actually think this
I don't
is?
care.
He's just like, if you can put brain rot into a person, like if you Googled brain rot and then a Google image came up, it would be of just Casey flicking back and forth between his tabs. On his laptop, he can't stay on one page for more than like half a second. Makes me sick. Makes me sick to my stomach.
At some point, like, you have to, like, make accountability a thing for him.
I just put my hand up and apologized for forgetting our conversation. That's taking accountability. You cleaned the ping pong table. Loser of last game cleans table.
Who won the last?
Me. It's just if you're not going to clean the
We just
table,
got to start the
then we
fantasy
gotta
draft.
take that shirt
You had
off 'cause
all
it
of
makes it a small day if we're
you
not
had
playing
all of
pong.
yesterday to clean it. You were here. You said okay, even when I said clean
And
the
then
table.
JMO got it, and I got into flow state together.
You could only get in a flow state by playing ping pong, so you lied.
What could the two of you be in a flow state of?
Jay, what were we doing yesterday in flow state? Oh, well, he was changing the world, and I... That's what he said. He said he was changing the world. Yeah, I was calling people.
Actually,
How is that flow state?
I was recording a bunch of shit. Was I not?
Just lie.
I recorded a DAZN ad read. I recorded our studio review. I recorded 2 pieces of VO recapping the national championship, and then I had 2 different calls. I was actually dominating yesterday.
Flow state.
I did. I threw out a job offer, declined. You know, JMO deleted the video of me getting 227. Drop that. How fucked is that? At least send it to me first. I don't know. He's a fucking. I mean, it's a world record.
You know the video he gave me for your to put into the vlog
What?
when you got like 6.
Oh, really? You sent a video to be in the vlog of me getting 6 when there's a video of me getting 227.
What I had left.
What do you have left after you deleted?
No, so he asked for the 227, and I went to like 2 different times. Early in the week, Joe said, send me what you have in box file, and I sent it to him. Then yesterday, Casey asked for the 227. I'm like, I don't have it. And I was like, wait, I can check my recently deleted album. And I found it.
So why did you delete my 227 and not my 6?
But like, hold on. So wait, did you send him the 227?
Yes.
He sent it to me.
Then what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, he deleted it.
Who cares if you deleted it if you have it?
Well, if I didn't say anything, you get 30 days off of recently deleted. If I didn't say anything, that would be in the abyss for good.
Well, what are you also gonna do with it?
Jerk off to it? I don't know.
Why don't
Shit's
you
fire.
post it, loser.
All right, let's watch it right now.
No. We got shit to do. We actually got shit to do.
Casey's in a meeting, so I can't have him talk about him and Nick's their banter back and forth. Casey and Jack were in the office today, and Jack was in a bunch of meetings, so I didn't really get to talk to him much. But it's kind of nice having everybody in the office. Like when it's just me, Nick, Sexy, JMO, 5, and Gut. It's not that it's like lonely, but it's just like it's so repetitive. Then all of a sudden you had Casey, then Jack, and then Ron even came in today. So that was a lot of fun. Just having like a packed office. It just feels nice with everybody in the office. Feels like when your family gets together at like Christmas time. Everybody's there. Feels like warm and cozy. That's what it feels like because Casey just is always like going at Nick when Nick's trying to like work, and then Casey never ends up seeming like he has work, even though he's always like, I have to do work. Never does anything. He's always just like annoying Nick. And about the ping pong table, about the tournament with Sexy. Sexy was like, you're not playing the tournament anymore.
So maybe Sexy and I need to put the kibosh on our beef and then put me in the fucking tournament. Nah, let's get a bunch of fucking squids.
We literally got a meeting in 10 minutes about it.
I know I'm in it.
You're not. But,
I had it
but I'm
that
happy to allow you to be in it.
No, I'm in it. I don't need
I'll
to be
check the
allowed.
calendar invite.
I just haven't accepted.
I'll check. It shows me who has
No,
been
it
invited.
doesn't. Not
it
until
literally
I
shows
accept.
check marks next to
No,
who
no.
didn't
If
accept
if
you.
it's
Joe.
if it's an out of company person, it only shows up once they accept.
Incorrect. I'm allowing you to be in it, but the fact that you come saying I'm in it, like for certain, now makes me want to pull you out of it.
100%, I feel that.
Yeah.
And I get where you're coming from.
You're lucky I don't take it personal, though. You're lucky I don't take nothing
But you didn't
personal.
know that I was already in it. That's the confusion.
I actually have
Alright, I got
work to
it,
do.
man.
Like so much work to do.
All right, this is actually.
This
what we
is.
need to
You want to talk about? You want to talk about? Get a guy walking in. Like, come on now.
Get a guy walking in.
Yes. I didn't want to start with this energy on a Friday, but I heard I'm getting kicked from the trivia tournament.
Yeah, you are.
Wow, that
Why is that?
that felt like a spine right there.
Why is that? That was. See?
Yeah.
I actually respect.
You're
that.
like I'm out. I'm out.
I
now.
do respect
I'm good.
that.
I'm out. Yeah.
You're not fully kicked, but you're a backup
Why?
because your ball knowledge isn't up to the level we need.
Okay. What about, is Gut in?
Yeah, he is.
He's 0 for 2 in the playoffs.
Of what, fantasy?
No, in the trivia.
Oh, yeah, so are you.
No, I made the playoffs first year. Pussy ass.
I didn't even play last year, so how
Okay.
am I over
Yeah.
He did.
Right. So what do you have to say now? Because there's someone who's never made the playoffs, who's in it, locked
but
in,
Gut gets a free pass.
because.
He's part of BDGE.
Spit.
Another question for you.
Also, it's fantasy drafts this year.
Yeah, Gut is probably much better at fantasy drafts than you are.
Another question.
The whole tournament.
Jesus Christ, that was disrespectful.
Another question.
I mean, when's the last time you won, though?
Probably like 3 weeks ago, motherfucker. I don't know
Maybe
if I
the
care.
fake Trey McBride win?
Another question. Do you care about the performance of the videos?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
BDG released a best moments of 2025 trivia.
Mm.
I was about 50% of that video
Okay.
and played in about 5 to 10% of the total games. So my ratio to best moment to games played is pretty high. Agreed?
Joe, what do you have to say about this? You're the guy who made that video.
There were funny moments. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Casey actually have some good moments? I mean, you're not fully out. You're a backup.
That just feels like a bad business
That just
decision.
feels like you gotta do something.
Yeah.
before
If
the
you can
tournament.
prove your worth.
I didn't even prove
Good
it.
thing I already told Mo I'm in Deal or No Deal today. Yet I'm a guy who doesn't even work at this company and gives his all for it whenever it's needed.
You're not fully out.
No, I want to hear what other
It's not a bad point.
I have you on the
What other
possibility.
losers?
So,
do you
we
have
have
in
we have a
store?
meeting right now.
I know I'm in it.
I have
1 minute.
I have a list of the names that I'm gonna
I
for
cannot
sure
wait to
invite,
hear it.
and then the list of names that are possibilities to be
Okay.
invited. You're on the
I-
possibilities list.
I look forward to hearing this list because I'll probably be able to cut 75% of them,
All right.
including the guy who quit on this company.
How
Yo,
many?
Mister, I got work to do. Go do your work.
This is part of my work.
You're trying to farm clips for best moment.
Best moments, because every time I turn the camera on, you fucking sit here and scream your face into it.
Well, Nate, there was no vlog moments. There were no vlog moments in that, so it'll only been trade.
I gotta answer this call.
Pub not calling.
It's pub. You just said I have work to do. When I told you to clean the ping pong table right now, you said I have work to do.
Well, one is getting my brand and my face out there on more stuff, which is part of getting into the trivia tournament. More opportunities for me to be great. That's about it. You get out.
Producer Mo's upset
Because
with
he's
you.
not changing the world yet.
Is that what you were trying to do yesterday?
We had a trivia tournament meeting. I wanted to get some thoughts from everyone about the direction of the tournament this year. And I think we are going to go in a little bit of a different direction this year in the fact that we've always done sets only throughout the entire tournament. But now we're going to include some other games like fantasy drafts and then potentially like a luck of the draw or even like a gauntlet. Might do a little bit of gauntlet in there. I still have to hammer down the exact structure of it and like when we'll do each game, how much it'll be focused on ball knowledge versus just like being good content. I think it'll be fun for fantasy drafts, especially. One big thing that was talked about is like it has to be like Nick, J-Mo, Gut competing against each other for that. Like if they go against any of the other competitors, like they're just gonna cook them because we just have so much experience with the fantasy drafts. It wouldn't really be fair.
It's like who was good in 04. Like I can name just like everybody off the top of my head. 05, 06, 07. Like obviously there are prompts involved. That feels very obvious to me that that's going to be super disadvantageous to everybody else. Like I think personally, if in like the championship, one of the 3 rounds is like a fantasy draft, I think that could make sense. But I think having that is just like auto wins for whoever one of us is on the couch. As like an outsider.
I would have no shot. I completely agree.
Okay, but Casey's different.
I don't think so. I think when it comes to fantasy drafts, it's like kind of the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Danny and Bush might be good, but like I think
Dalton, you don't think Dalton?
Dalton could be good actually.
Right, so then like, and Tony would be good. So then looking at the list of people who will be invited, that's basically everybody that is, like, they'd hold their own.
I think Dalton's the only one that could really hold it.
We have a ton of work to still kind of iron out how we want to do that. But that's another thing that I think we can kind of like pitch to a real sponsor and show them like this is how many pieces of video content are made from just this one event, and people are like super locked into it. So that would be a cool event for people for companies to hopefully like work with us on that, which is cool.
Year 1, Mo was champion. Year 2, Mo was champion. Year 3, we'll see. Competition's going to be harder this year. That's what they said last year, but still came away victorious. Still, it's going to be even harder. It's going to be different games. Last 2 years been the same format. List game. Now it's possibly going to be list game, fantasy drafts, and a third game, whether that's variation of the gauntlet, wavelength, luck of the draw, dudes naming dudes. We'll see. It's looking like it's not going to happen until late April or May, but still, Sexy wants to plan out some of the preliminary things, like who's in the tournament, because like people got to book flights, they got to book hotels if they're coming in from out of state to participate in the tournament. Is it going to be a 2-day thing, 3-day thing? I'm sure that'll be all Sexy talks about, so I'll let him kind of, take it away.
So for the fantasy drafts specifically, that'll be the case. I think there will be a little bit more, I don't want to say rigging, but it will kind of be a little rigged in terms of like who is matched up against who. And not because I want anyone to win, but because I want the content to be as good as possible, and that's how you get that. Also, for the first time ever, there's going to be prize money for the winner. The winner's going to get $2,000, and America's favorite player, yes, America's favorite player, which means you guys get to vote, will get $500. So whoever you guys like the most in the tournament, vote for them afterwards.
But I'm looking forward to it because I think that's like one of the most fun pieces of content we make on the trivia channel. I think it's also the most meaningful. Now, if like any other trivia, like Gauntlet, super fun, Fantasy Draft, super fun, but like this is the most meaningful trivia content of the year. It's the only one that has like an actual label or stamp to mean anything. Like we joke about in the Steam stream, like, oh, Unk's got a ring, Guts got 3 rings, Sexy's got a ring. But like we end up forgetting like who won this, who won that. Trivia tournaments, like there's one winner, that's all we know. So we'll see. Casey today was complaining when he heard he might not make the cut in the tournament, so I'm sure you'll see a lot of footage of that.
I mean, yeah, we talked about like who's going to be in it. I don't want to reveal any sort of cast list or anything like that just yet because I still have to actually invite people. But I got a general idea of who's going to be in it. Casey was pretty upset that he was off the initial cast list, but after talking about it in the meeting, we kind of want to lean more into entertainment rather than just strictly ball knowledge, or like who's got the best ball knowledge, because that's why Casey was initially like kind of off the list, because as we know, his ball knowledge is not there. If we are going more into an entertainment route, can't deny Casey's a pretty entertaining guy, so he would be good for the tournament in that fashion. But you're most likely in.
Tony, Gordon, their locks. I haven't seen Will in this office in a year.
True, he hasn't been here since the last.
Because he's been grinding.
Ron a pussy.
Content-wise, we went over the Combine one more time. We kind of locked down details for that. We locked down details for the trivia tournament, which is coming up as well. A lot of big projects on the horizon. I feel like as a comp, we kind of like almost push all of our big events into like 4 months because the other 8 months are so hectic with like actual NFL going on and football and whatnots that like we just cram like all the big events into like a little bit of a time frame. And then the rest of the year, we're just like normal grind. So that's coming up. Been rolling with that.
Only about 2 more weeks of football. This week, one thing we actually did start doing is we know for the Super Bowl, we're going to San Francisco, and we're going to be seeing some other creators that work with MGM. So this week, we had a meeting about some of the games, trivia games, and content we want to film with those creators, and kind of like have a meeting on planning on what those games will be. We have a follow-up meeting next week to kind of review the games we made. Be like, all right, this is going to work. Let's play this one, or let's think this one out a little bit more to see what happens if there's a brick or is the site working, yada, yada, yada. Just basically concrete the game plan for BDGE taking on San Francisco.
You know, we'll head out to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks out there in San Francisco, which should be super fun. We don't have like really any plans besides going to the MGM like kind of creator house that they're having out there, and we'll film a bunch of stuff, but trying to figure out some more, like, it's such a good networking opportunity that I need to figure out who else is going to be there, what kind of events are being thrown. And we got invited to like a TikTok event, but I think it's going to be kind of fucking lame, so I don't know if we're going to go out there. But if any sports creators watch these vlogs and you guys are going to be out there, let us know in the comments.
Ron in the office today. We actually had a lot of people in the office today. Usually Casey and Jack aren't here on Fridays, but they were this time. And Ron as well. We filmed a fancy draft video, and it was pretty funny. Ron, very unfortunately, could not pick up a single win. 0-5 through all 5 rounds. It was me and Nick, Ron and Gut. We cooked them 3-0, and then we switched up the teams, and Ron still lost. But I do feel bad. I let Ron down in that 5th round when we were teammates, and I could have been better. I thought I played extremely well up until that point, and then let him down mightily in round 5. But it's fun. I think I like the solo individual fantasy drafts more than 2v2, just because like you get to play more, and there's a little bit more time to think too. Because with 2, it's like half the time you're going first, half the time you don't really even get that much extra time. I like getting a little extra time to think, especially for those tougher prompts.
One place I wanted giving some props to Big Mo for the number of sponsors that he has signed to the trivia channel. That was something that we had made a priority going into last year, was that, you know, we had put out content without any selling or without any, you know, pitch to the audience. We're trying to, you know, just sell you guys, just putting out content straight for, I want to say like a year and a half, 2 years. You know, just for your value, for your enjoyment, obviously. And I think we got to the 2-ish year mark, which is where I always kind of feel like is the right point to give an ask to the audience. And we were like, listen, we have all this sponsorship and advertisement inbound incoming, and we typically put it towards the fantasy channel because that already has a foundation. I've been doing that for a long time. But we said we have, you know, this rabid fan base of trivia. Let's, you know, start seeing if we could sign sponsors to, whether it's one-off deals, we could start low rate and like build our way up. And J-Mo has pretty much taken that on completely by himself, like borderline just like the head of partnerships here for the trivia channel at least. And as you guys have seen, I mean, we've worked with, I would say like 8 to 10 different companies over the last calendar year. There's Bear Mattress, there's Magic Mind, there was Ice Shaker with Chris with Gronk, there was Factor Meals, Arena Club, Chomps. Like we've had a lot, and those are all JMO reaching out and kind of making those things happen, which is great. And now we followed up going into 2026. I think we've re-signed with like a few of them and gotten year-long deals with a couple of them. Like I think Arena Club, we've won maybe 2 of them. We've signed now year-long deals. A lot of times with those one-off types of ads where like we might advertise a company like once a month or something like that. That's typically how they want to test things. So you'll kind of get into negotiations with them. They want to do like 1 or 2 plugs over the course of a month and kind of see how your audience reacts to it. And if they do well, they'll say, hey, let's add on like an extra 3 months. So we'll give you 1 plug or 1 ad read for the next 3 months. So you have 1 spot in June, 1 spot in July, 1 spot in August. And if you do well enough, like they'll be receptive to, you know, kind of doubling down on you and saying, hey, let's do 1 spot per month for the next year. So you sign a year deal. And now I think we've gotten to the point where now we're doing cross campaign social media, which is like we do an ad on YouTube, and then they'll also ask for an Instagram post, a TikTok post, and we'll like share it to the story and do all that kind of stuff. And that's a very, very like increased price range that we can now start advertising to. So he's just done a really good job with that. And that's one thing that, if there's anything JMO is, it's very, very high agency. Like I know a lot of people, you know, make fun of him for his lack of geography and all that kind of knowledge and shit like that, but he's an extremely, extremely like capable high agency person when he cares about the thing that we're working on. And if I've ever like made a point of saying like this is important to us, he goes and just like gets that shit done. So I want to start off by giving props to Mo for doing that. Really without my help at all. He'll like come to me if he needs like a read on a situation that's like contract negotiations or something like that. But I think ChatGPT has kind of put him in the right direction with a lot of that stuff already, which is pretty cool to see him kind of grow into that mold. What else is going on? Also just been dominating fantasy drafts for like the last 2 months. No one wants to talk about that. Joe talks about it often to me. He'll text me sometimes like, good job on Friday, what you did in the fantasy draft. I'm like, thanks, man. Like, really appreciate that shit. I really do. I just want to let you know that heart to heart, dog, like JMO, first one I want to give props, Joe, just for being a good friend. Like, appreciate you.
Do you want to talk about it?
Deal or no deal? Yeah, I'd love to talk about it. Don't say we dominated.
Back-to-back weeks.
We're dominating Deal or No Deal. Like, Joe, the team. We dominated sexy.
We did it again. Last week, or 2 weeks ago when you're seeing this, could have JSN. They pivoted. They went CJ Stroud, like you know. I talked about last week vlog. This week wasn't as hot as it was last week, but we went Devontae Adams. I go 4th round, and I pick Devontae Adams back-to-back. We would have made history for back-to-back weeks. Didn't happen, but we did make history this week. History was made this week. Yeah. Next time you guys see Donna, we will be in Cali, or maybe right before Cali. So that's that.
We beat the shit out of sexy. It's actually I'm like embarrassed for him. He wants to move back to Canada. Basically, like he's the banker. The economy is just crumbling. It is what's happening right now, and they're offering mortgage rates at an extremely low rate. Like we're buying up all the houses on every fucking cul-de-sac in America right now. Got our first ever same player back-to-back in Donda. We've been playing Donda, I want to say this is year 4 at minimum. I think it's year 4. And we have never gone back-to-back, or we've never gone the full like 4 rounds and someone has ended up with the same player twice, like from the cases. Sometimes we'd have a player and like they'd offer us the same player, but never ever ended around with the same guy. So we fucking made history today. It could have been double history. That's what they say. That's what they say. If Kobe scored 106 points in one game, like he could have had the record, you know? He really could have. Not enough people talk about what could have happened in the world.
Other than that, AFC Championship, NFC Championship. That's all I got. That's really all I got, Joe.
My spot tonight.